Well, hello and welcome back, and thank you for coming back today. Well, we're in downtown Kato Paphos, that's for sure. Miss Ochin Gracivia Lebu.
Hello everybody! How nice to see you again and again.
And again. Now, we'd like to take you on a little walk into the Kato Paphos Harbour area, and of course we'd like you to come with us, and I want you to admire the beauty of my beautiful, beautiful Armenian wife. Do a twirl, Lebu. Let's have a look. Look at that. The most beautiful woman in the world. Right, go on, Gracivia Lebu. Let's get into the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour area and let's show the lovely, lovely people what's going on today. It's an absolutely spectacular evening. Have a look at that. Wow. Takes your breath away. One of the most beautiful views in the entire world. The beauty and the tranquility of the blue, blue Mediterranean Sea. The sky is blue. Guess what? I'm dressed head to toe in blue. All it's missing is...
You. Of course you.
You. Wow. Welcome back, people. And it's great to be back. Unfortunately, I got a little bit of COVID-19. Had a slight rest. Rejuvenated. And now we're back. And Gracivia Lebu is more beautiful than ever.
Thank you so much, Mr. Paul. We are so glad to see you again. You can't even imagine how.
So come with us as we take you into the beautiful, beautiful Mediterranean harbour known as the Kato Paphos Harbour, as we call it downtown Kato Paphos Harbour. So stick with us as we go and see some of our old friends, and hopefully we'll make some new gumbaros along the way. I can see a little gumbaro on the wall. He's wondering if those fishies are going to come out today. He's got some chips and a bit of bread and butter. He fancies a fish and chip supper. Hey, gumbaro. How you doing? Have you got a fish? He's hoping for a fish a little bit later.
When you see the black cat, we say it's a very good luck.
Normally, that's the case. Normally when you cross paths with a black cat, it gives you a little bit of luck. So hopefully I stroked him. Hopefully I've got a little bit of luck. And I'll pass that little bit of luck on to the most beautiful woman in the world, Miss Ochin Gracivia Lebu.
Thank you, Mr. Paul. Talking about the cats, by the way, when we buy a new house or new apartment, we always put the lovely black kitten or cat into the flat to work first, and then we believe that it will bring us the harmony in the family, and it will bring to us a big amount of money and all we want of this life.
Let's go and get that black cat. Where is he? Right, stick with us as we enter the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour area. Have a look at that. We can see some smiling faces. It's that funny time of night. They're just starting to get busy. As you can see, if you look into the first restaurant, King's, it's doing pretty well. They've got big smiles on their faces. There they are. There's all the gumbaros. And there's all the lovely fish. Look at that, the greatest fish. Totally fresh, absolutely wonderful. And they're getting busy. Busy, busy? Yes, sir. You all right?
Hello,
good?
how are you?
Good. You?
Welcome.
We'll come back and see you in a bit. We'll come back. We've been invited over and over. There he is. Hello, you all right? We've been invited over and over, and one of these nights we will take him up and we'll pop in and have a bite to eat and a drink, and apparently it's on the house.
This little town, lovely, beautiful Paphos, needs a bit of advertising, needs a bit of telling to the people how beautiful it is around here. You should come and meet us, meet all of us.
Yeah, get yourself on a big bird or in a canoe and start paddling like crazy. Because Kato Paphos is a great, great, great place. This restaurant now is Theo's restaurant. There's their in-house, as we call it, and there's their front of house. Look at that, absolutely packed out tonight, that's for sure. So if you want a nice fish supper, get yourself down to the Kato Paphos Harbour. You can't get a better fish supper, that's for sure. Plenty of choice. There's 5 great restaurants. The most famous of all, well, it's this one. Have a look at that. That's the Pelican restaurant, packed out as usual. And as its name suggests, well, guess what? It's owned by a pelican. And of course, it's actually owned by a gentleman called Mr. George, who appears tonight to be hiding somewhere. That's us. Look at that, absolutely packed out. And there he is, the training manager. You right? You right, man? Good? Yeah, good?
Finally, he's back.
I'm back.
Yes, welcome.
There he is, Mr. M. You right?
How are you?
You right? Good? Good. Absolutely packed out as usual. And there it is, our favourite little restaurant. It's called the Gelalamo. So we'll come back in about half an hour or so and we'll occupy that table. So if you're looking for us normally, you'll find us on that end table, which happens to be number 14.
I was looking at you, by the way, and now he's the
There he is, the boss himself, Mr. Marius. You right? The next restaurant, again, doesn't need much of an introduction. It's called Sail at the Castle. There it is. It's a kitchen and a bar. And it's very, very nice restaurant indeed. I've eaten there a few times and it gets very, very busy. There's the balloon mafia. She's getting ready for a busy night. As it gets a bit darker, those balloons glisten and light up and they attract the eyes of not just children, and she sells quite a lot, that's for sure. The last little cafeteria restaurant on the harbour area is this one, and it's called Stevie's. And the most famous man in the harbour, there he is.
Welcome back. Nice to see you.
There is Mr. Henry. Ooh la la. Right, well,
We missed you yesterday.
we missed you yesterday.
I was in the bus. I was swimming. Yeah. Guys, I told you I'm always on YouTube. If you change your mind, yeah.
Come back and see him later.
Right,
Right, Lola?
Nice to see you.
Absolute star. He truly is. Great, great guy. Now, into the Kato Paphos Harbour, we have a few boats. As usual, it starts off with my boat. And then you've got some smaller boats, some slightly bigger boats, and some fishing boats and some cruising boats. And over yonder, you've got a couple of dark grey big boats. And if you do something wrong, well, they'll come and find you. If you do something very, very wrong, in fact, they're even going to shoot you. But that's what policemen do. If only we could all have a gun, that's for sure. Anyway, here we are. We're heading out towards what we call the Dancing Chuchuchka Rock, and I'm pretty sure that Miss Ochin Gracivia LaBouffe is looking forward to, shall we say, wiggling her rear end.
Well, I will always give to this rock a sound and always shout to these two men who know who they are. Hello, everybody.
Mr. Simon, Mr. Jeremy, we know who's being referred to, and that's you two boys all the way over there in the beautiful, beautiful country called Wales. And we're waiting for you. There's a star, look at that. True star. So if you've got a couple of coppers in your pocket, or if you're feeling generous, €5 or even €10, remember their season is very, very short. So please cross their palms with that little bit of small change. And it means that next year they'll come back again and keep you looking great and make you feel great with your holidays. Just a bit further on, we've got the Classic Motorcycle Museum. Now this museum at the moment has got about 45 bikes inside there. But the gentleman and his son have restored over 450, and the remainder of their collection, or should we say the majority of their collection, is at their specially constructed building in downtown Nicosia. Now, if you really want to go and have a look at it, pop in there, cross their palm. It's €5 for two, and it's €10 for a family, up to 10 or whatever. Anyway, LaBouffe.
You know, at this lovely note, in between the tranquility of the lovely Mediterranean Sea, I would like to thank you that you stayed with us, that you did understand all the troubles that Mr. Paul was having. Now he's recovered and we are back. For you to understand, we feel all right. Now even more stronger and more in a mood to feel. We're gonna transfer all we can see and give to you all of our love and senses. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Gracivia. Yep, I was a little bit under the weather, but I understand that so have other people been as well. Some of the comments that I received touched my heart, and Mrs. Ford sent me a comment 2 days ago, and apparently had 2 weeks wonderful holiday in Cyprus, and then, well, I'm losing my English, she's telling it again. They got back to the UK, 2 days later she tested positive for COVID-19, so a little bit similar to my story, and she had the worst week of her life. Now I understand a lot of people have had a bad time with COVID. In fact, a lot of people have had such a bad time that they unfortunately have not come back. Anyway, I hope Mrs. Ford has come back stronger than she was before, and I intend to come back stronger than I was before, and I wish all the luck in the world to anybody on this planet happens to have the misfortune of catching COVID-19. Let's hope we can get rid of it this year once and for all, and let's get on with our lives. And I thank you all for the pleasant comments, I really do. But we want to say no more on it. We want to now carry on with life and start to show you the beauty and the spectacality of the beautiful island of Cyprus, Paphos in particular. And there it is, look at that, absolutely beautiful.
And not only Cyprus and Paphos, everywhere we will go, we will take you, our lovely, beautiful, luxury, successful and dear people with us. We're not gonna leave you anywhere. All we see, we're gonna share it with you with all our loves. Thank you so much.
Right, so we are at a slightly different angle in the Kato Paphos Harbour tonight. We decided to show you some of the little fishing boats that have all parked up. They brought their catches in for the day, and then a bit later on, of course, they will go back out again. That's how it works in most fishing harbours, and that's how it works in Cyprus. So these guys now are chilling out or selling their fish, whatever they're doing, and they'll be back here just as it goes dark, mount the boats, and off they will go, fish through the night, and come back again early in the morning with the fresh fish. And all the restaurants we've just been past. So you've got Stevie's, yeah, specialises in, should we say, cocktails, or that's what they say, but they actually are a very, very good restaurant indeed, from breakfast all the way through to the evening meal. After that, you've got the Gelamo, you've got the Sail at the Castle, you've got the Pelican, and of course you've got Theo's, and then of course you've got King's at the other side. So there's 5 great restaurants in the downtown Kato Paphos Harbour. As time goes on, we're going to share with you more and more Gumbarus, friends that means, that we've made along the promenade, and slowly but surely we're going to introduce you to them and to their restaurants and their businesses and so forth, because Paphos is a great place to come for a holiday. Whether you've never been here before or whether you've been here before, every time you come here you're going to find something different, something unique, and you're going to meet some very, very special people indeed, one of which is Ochin Grasivian LeBouf. Come on, LeBouf, let's go and find the dancing Tchotchke.
Mr. Paul told to you all I wanted you to say. So he's stolen my vocabulary and my English. Whatever I wanted to say, why did you steal my language?
Your language? Well, I couldn't steal your language because you speak
words
7.
Don't come
Oh, here we go. Is it the bring back version?
Yeah, it's very favourite of mine.
This is Grasivian LeBouf's favourite song, and it's Words Don't Come Easy. I think it was about 1987, 88. It was a huge hit.
I was listening.
You always listen to it. It is a very, very nice song, and I'm not going to try and sing it and make a mess of it, but we all understand the lyrics. Here she goes again.
Very nice.
Off you go.
Words
don't come easy.
Don't come easy to me. I know we say that I'm not that singer person, but I have a good ear.
She's got a good ear.
Yeah. The teddy bear didn't step on my ear when I was a little girl, we say. So it means we have a good ear. But what about the voice? I know. And when I start singing, everybody will run away. But it doesn't matter.
She's actually got a pretty good voice, to be honest.
No.
Sometimes, like most of us, we have inhibitions and we don't try to sing that well. Anyway, on to the next note. We are approaching the Tchotchke Rock. And again, mentioning the 2 boys, Simon and Jeremy, we understand they're going to come over in November-ish and they're going to dance and they're going to do operatic singing with Ochin Grasivian LeBouf. So,
are they going to come and dance and sing with me?
That's what they're going to do. So I'll follow the rear end of Ochin Grasivian LeBouf. Off we go.
You haven't forgot about my...
Off you go, Catwoman. There we go. Take it away, LeBouf.
Sorry, one more time I have to give to this lovely rock the voice or the noise. Mr. and Mr. Payne, we are with you with all our hearts and spirits. Don't forget about us because we never did.
Take it away, LeBouf.
You know, this song I'm gonna write something on this song. That's for sure.
We're going to see the rear end, LeBouf.
No, unfortunately this it's gonna be very, very hard, and this girl's gonna, because they were going the photo session.
Wow, this is life. This beach is our beach, that rock is our rock. We get to do what we want. This is Paphos. You're confusing your English now, LeBouf. Here we go. Right, let's show you the blue Mediterranean Sea, the beautiful blue sky.
This is what I like. It's chopsiest. It's not the lakiest lake of all the lakes in the world. It's the chopsiest sea that I really like, and I do mean it.
So, the bluest of the bluest of the bluest of the bluest of the seas, the bluest of the bluest of the bluest of the sky, and a little bit of gold of the rays off the sun before it starts on its descent off to downtown Kato, Australia. There it is in the distance. We've got about 10 minutes to go, and it leaves you with this beauty, this absolutely spectacality, and the waves are just kissing against the shore, and you've got Grasivian LeBouf. What more can you ask?
Well, thank thank you once again. Thank you for your support. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for your patience. And thank you that you exist. We love you to bits. Stay with us and we will be loving you forever. Bye.
All that's left for me to say is if you like what you see, please hit the like, click subscribe, and come back for a little bit more of our madness.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.